The Lord did not waste size on my fingers. No, I have very small little hands. They're like pudgy little things, bits of roadkill that have been brought to life to haunt the planet's surface. They're weird. However, I do possess the magic touch. Ping! I got the magic touch. Oh yeah, the ladies, they know that. I've got the magic touch. And I'll prove it to you now. Something a little more, less private, more public. Watch. Pair of scissors. Come down here. I'm going to cut this wrap straw about in half. Approximate half. Okay, now watch. The magic touch part. If I just take the two halves and just give them a little rub together like that, look, I'm hoping now when I take the, just like that, take the paper off, you'll see right exactly where I cut the straw in the dead middle. Completely restored, proving that, well, Jay, I guess, really does have the magic touch. Doing magic as a hobby is fantastic. There's so many virtues to doing it as a hobby. However, if you ever want to go that next level and maybe do a few shows, go semi-professionally or maybe one day professionally, one of the best ways you can really, work on your sleight of hand, work on interacting with people is to have a regular gig in a restaurant or a bar. Now, years ago, that's exactly what I did. I would work 5 or even 6 nights a week, every week in restaurant and bars, and I learned so much about it. And this is a trick I used to do all the time. All you need is a small pair of scissors, not a big deal, and a wrap straw. There's a little bit of secret prep. Let's take a look at that right now. So here's what you do. Grab a wrap straw, and this is the kind of thing you can do on the offbeat. Go to the can, prepare it. Super simple. Just tear off the paper on one end, okay? Then scooch this down a little bit, and you will find that some straws are a lot tighter on the paper than others. Scooch this down, so you're basically pulling and making sure you're not tearing the paper till it's, what do you have? I don't know, maybe you have 2.5 inches of straw, and that's your setup, okay? So it looks exactly like the straw is still there. I mean, not that you're going to handle it like this. You could. No one's going to, no one's staring and looking too closely. You're just handling a wrap straw. But you got this wrap straw with about 2.5 inches sticking out one side. Now you're going to grab this pair of scissors here. And what's nice about this is a small, sharp pair of scissors, super portable. You can have it in your back pocket, in your magic case, whatever you want. And what you need to know is approximately the halfway point. And I know it's right there, and with this, actually, there's a pattern on here. So if I know, I can read this along the sign. You come over, and boy, oh boy, looks exactly like you just cut the straw in half. Now, you're not here in the studio with me, but if you were, you'd be able to see that it sounds like I'm cutting through the plastic. It looks exactly like, and in fact, there's a little bit of straw. Because when I cut this, I always make sure there's about, I don't know, 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch at most, of straw in there. So super close up, people can see a bit of straw, a bit of straw. Everything looks totally realistic. Now, as we know with magic, so much is about hiding the secret action under a natural action. So I pick this up, and I come over here, and I give it a wiggle, or let's go from above. I pick the thumb and finger here, and I put it against, and as I wiggle, what I do is with my finger and thumb is I pull back on the paper, which means a bit of the straw starts coming through. That's under cover of this wiggling action. I use a couple of fingers, wiggle, pull back, and my first finger and thumb are going to grab the edge of this and just pull the straw out. Now, the optical illusion is perfect. It looks like I'm just sliding the paper off the straw, this paper off. But in fact, I'm actually dragging the straw along for the ride. Then I pause, and I crumple this up. And boy, the illusion is so nice. Throw that to the ground or your pocket. Then reverse the action. I come over here, grab this, and I pull this one off. Crumple that up, put that on the ground. No evidence to be found. You drop that on the table. People can examine it, and the scissors are there. It's just a beautiful moment of very visual magic.